So Canada Pension Plan provides a basic retirement income to all working Canadians. Everyone has to contribute to it. So you contribute to it during your working life, and then when you retire, you collect a very basic income from it. So question for thought, so just something to consider in the back of your mind, it costs you roughly 5% of your income to contribute to CPP. Is that a tax? So things you need to know when determining your CPP contributions. First thing you need to know is the YBE. So this is your floor, and it is $3,500. It's always $3,500. There's the YMPE, which is your ceiling. That's the maximum you're going to contribute. The YMPE changes every year, so you'll always be given this in a in a situation where you have to calculate your CPP contributions. It's roughly $60,000 right now. And of course, you need to know the contribution rate, the rate at which you contribute. As of 2019, it's 5.1%. This is going to be changing over several years. It did not change for about 15 years, and over the next several years, it's going to be changing every single year. So let's take a look at an example together. Let's take a look at two examples just so that we can see the two different types of scenarios. So let's say that we have someone who is employed and they are earning $40,000. And let's say we have a second individual who is self-employed and they are earning $60,000. And the YMPE is $58,000. So this is all the information you'd be given. This is all the information you would need in order to be able to figure out what contributions are. So this is all the information you'd be given, and it's all you'd need. Might be more wordy, so it might be given as part of a case study or as part of more information. So let's do the employed one first. So if the individual is earning $40,000, that is less than the YMPE. They're under the YMPE. So we use all 40,000. We subtract off the 3,500 because you don't contribute on the first 3,500, and we multiply that by 5.2%. And that gives us, we multiply that by 5.1%. And that gives us $1,861.50. Let's do the self-employed individual. They're earning $60,000. If they're over the YMPE, we just take the YMPE, $58,000 minus the 3,500 and times the 5.1%. And we get 5,559. Times the 5.1 times 2. Times the 5.1 times 2 because they're self-employed. So they have to do the 5.1 for themselves and the 5.1% for their employer. So that's why even though they're only making a little bit more money, they're contributing way more because they have to contribute for both sides. Now the YMPE we will use elsewhere in the course. So to calculate employer pensions, we'll use the YMPE as well. But the YBE is specific to the Canada Pension Plan. So you will not use the YBE elsewhere. So just because you see the YMPE elsewhere does not mean you're going to use the YBE. The YBE is solely for Canada Pension Plan.